This morning in our series, Life Lessons, we're joined by Pulitzer Prize and Emmy-winning journalist Trymaine Lee.
Trymaine has covered stories of tragedy throughout his career and nearly lost his own life after a heart attack a few years ago.
Well, now our friend Trymaine has written all about what all of that has taught him. It's his first book. It's called 1,000 Ways to Die, The True Cost of Violence on Black Life in America. Trymaine, good morning. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Always good to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a powerful book. I just started, and you wrote about something that we've covered a lot together, gun violence in Black America specifically. This is your first book. Why did you decide that this should be the focus of book number one?
Craig, in so many ways, this book really chose me. After a career in many years covering the intersection of Black death and violence, I set out to write a book about the true cost of gun violence in this country, like actual cost. And I didn't realize how much the telling of this story would cost me. I had a heart attack in the process of writing this, and I was forced for the first time to really engage with what was bearing down on my heart when my then 6-year-old daughter said, Daddy, why? What happened? And I had to engage with what it was. And it was carrying bits and pieces of all the stories of death and trauma, but also my own family's history going back 100 years to a Jim Crow murder of my grandmother's 12-year-old brother, which sparked my family's journey to the Great Migration. And I'm actually here because of an act of gun violence. My grandparents met in New Jersey many years later. And so in so many ways, this is my life story, but it's a calling.
Speaking of the heart attack you had in 2017.
That's right.
Since then, you now call it Trymaine 4.0.
That's right.
I mean, that's an upgrade from 2.0. So tell us what that means to you.
I think in all that soul searching and trying to write the book and almost meeting my own ends in writing it, I felt for the first time, the idea of what it means to actually live. You don't understand what it means to live until death walks up on you. And so writing about this stuff, experiencing my own near-death experience, I had to really center myself in a way I never had to before. As we know as young journalists, when you're really, the pressure's on, you pour yourself into the work, maybe you're drinking a little bit, you're trying to do everything but engage with what's really bearing down on you. And so Trymaine 4.0 is meditating, I'm mindful, I'm trying to go fishing all the time, but balancing the precarity of life with the preciousness of life.
And trying to find that balance. One of the tragedies you write about that you had to cover was the Buffalo supermarket shooting back in 2022. What did you learn from the survivors that you met there?
That was a tough story. And I think what's seeded in me from covering that story and writing about it in the book is this idea of faith. Right? What our faith means, what finding strength in faith means, even when it's challenged. Those 10 people who were murdered that day by white supremacists in Buffalo, they were killed because they were Black and because of where they lived. And you can imagine the weight, not just on a community, but those individual families and what it takes to move forward. But they did so with great faith. Now, I'm not sure, they say, faith without works is dead. Yes. Faith alone will not save us. But there is a beauty and a strength in faith. But unfortunately, Black folks have time and again had to lean on that faith when policy wasn't enough.
So you've covered gun violence. You've had family members killed by gun violence. But in the book, you write about this photo in your grandmother's house. What has that photo taught you?
Oh, that photo means everything.
There it is.
It brings tears to my eyes because my grandfather is the man right there in the middle, and I never got a chance to meet him. He was murdered in 1976, and this photo, for me, shows a proud Black American family that was whole. And just a couple years after this, my family would never be whole again. But when I hear the stories of Grandpa Horace and his voice and how he was gregarious, everyone loved him, the center point of his family, and what it meant for my family to move forward, and my grandmother who lost a husband and 2 brothers to gun violence, but what it means to push forward and find a way to laugh and smile. And I have a family that loves to laugh and smile, and there's a bunch of characters in this photo, and I love each and every one of them. But it was special because it just connects me to a time that I didn't fully know, but has fueled me. This book, in so many ways, is also a testament, not just to the survivors across the country whose stories I've told, but my own family who are filled with survivors.
Well, your ancestors are proud. No question. No question. So good to see you. So happy you wrote this book. So happy you're still with us as well. The book, it's called 1,000 Ways to Die. It is out next Tuesday, September 9th.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.